If you are coming to Mount Assiniboine and you want to get a shot like this, you have to be at a very specific spot at a specific time. And in this video, I will tell you exactly where that spot is, at what time you need to be there, and how to prepare for it. So first of all, the location. There are a few different options, but they are all on the same mountain. It's essentially one mountain that has three peaks: the Niblet, the Nublet, and the Nub peak. You don't need to go all the way to the Nub peak. You can basically be somewhere between the Niblet and the Nublet. Ideally, you would go just before the summit of the Nublet and then veer a little bit to the right. And this is the kind of shot you get from that location. Basically, this gives you the nicest foreground. If you cannot make it all the way up there because you run out of time or for whatever other reason, any spot between the Niblet and the Nublet will give you a really nice look, but I would suggest that you try to push as high as possible above the Niblet. This is the look from the Niblet, and while it's nice, you are kind of restricted in terms of your composition and what you can see. The second thing you need to get right is the timing. Mount Assiniboine looks amazing at pretty much any time of the day and in almost any weather, but to get that kind of look, you have to be there at sunrise. And more specifically, ideally you should be there about 10 or 20 minutes before the sunrise. Now bear in mind, the sunrise in the mountains will be later than whatever is in the forecast. So in our case, forecasted sunrise time was 5:30 a.m. and actually the sun didn't appear above the mountains until about 6 o'clock. This way you have plenty of time to capture this really nice look just before the sunrise, and also you don't have to spend too much time on the mountain and get cold. Because that's one thing you really need to prepare for. The weather up there can change really quickly. In our case, it started off really nice, but as we started going up the mountain, especially past the Niblet, the wind really picked up and we needed all the layers. So that's definitely something you need to be prepared for. Have every type of layer you may need: gloves, hat, whatever else, just to keep you warm. Other than that, it doesn't really require any special preparation. Poles are really helpful because the part of the trail past the Niblet gets quite rocky, as in there's a lot of loose rocks, scree on the trail, so having poles will help on the way up and down. In terms of how much time you need to get there, well, of course this will depend on how fast of a hiker you are and also where are you starting from. In our case, we were starting from Niblet huts, and it took us about 45 minutes to get to the Niblet and about hour and 10, hour 15 to get to the Nublet. That's hour 10, hour 15 starting from the huts. So it's not a long hike, but we're moving at a pretty fast pace, faster than our usual pace. So I would say this was kind of a little bit above average. If you are a slower hiker, of course, add some time to that, and it's probably better to be there a little bit earlier rather than miss the show, right? So I think that pretty much sums it up. Whole Assiniboine area is absolutely spectacular, and the mountain looks great, as I said, regardless of the time of the day and regardless of the conditions. But I would say it definitely makes sense to get up early and go there for sunrise. We had to get up at 3:30 and it was totally worth it. So I think that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section, and otherwise I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.